Hello and welcome to Saturday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic. Now, occasionally on the channel, we like to tackle absolute monsters of puzzles, and I think that might be what I'm faced with today. I'm going to try a puzzle called The Moving Finger by Tallcat, and we've had lots of recommendations to try this. Apparently it is very hard. It is 5 stars out of 5 for difficulty, a proper 5 out of 5. And I snipped some comments I just found on Logic Masters just to have a quick look at what people have been saying about this, and the comments are just superb. I mean, this is only a sort of snapshot of them. So Wozel there, one of the best puzzles I've ever solved. Pietato, Franjo, this is celebrating Franjo's 100th 5-star solution. Jesper and his brother Magnus, two of the most incredible minds, well, probably on the planet, frankly, and both of them have solved it. So I'm going to have a go. I'm starting this early at 11:25 a.m. Sorry, my voice is giving out already, which is not a good sign. Following my trip to Japan, it's still not 100%, but hopefully I will be able to get through the video if indeed I can solve the puzzle. But I'll read you the rules of this one, and the rules are very unusual in a moment or two's time. But before we do that, I have some other things to tell you about. I'm going to start actually by saying that the response to the idea that we might stream Monument Valley seemed incredibly positive. So I think we're going to do that. Have I got a picture of Monument Valley there? This is it. I don't really know much about the game. I think it's sort of a platform game. Looking at these pictures, but it's meant to be very beautiful and sort of quite calming to play. So I think we could all approve of that. And Wednesday is currently the day that's likely to happen. So if it does happen Wednesday, and I will confirm, if you're not subscribed, do subscribe and you'll get a notification. But it'll be Wednesday at 10 p.m. UK time is when Mark and I would plan to stream it. So we'd love to have your company if you're around. And it'll be great to get back to doing some live solving for you. Other things, we have drawn the winner for our Patreon reward competition for the month of March. So, drum roll please, the following will be getting an email to say, would you like to make a Sudoku video with me that will hopefully appear on the channel in due course. And the winner, I think they're in the UK, is Dominic Stolerman. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Dominic, and I hope you're pleased to win. If you are, expect an email, and you'll be able to let us know whether you're willing to risk coming on and doing a video with us. So anyway, many congratulations. It's a great piece of solving to solve the entire hunt. It was blobs, wasn't it, last month? So you did very well. And actually, speaking of competitions, we have a different prize for April, which is Emily Williams' incredible sort of cushion cover, handmade. This is handmade, and yesterday we were at 107, so let's see where we are now. 107, 145, and in fact, look at that, more people have solved the second puzzle than solved the first puzzle in the hunt. So very well, anyway, very well done to all 145 of you who solved the whole thing. It is a little bit more difficult this month than last month. So if you are getting through it, you've done your solving prowess justice, and really well done. And if you haven't tried the hunts yet, it's over on Patreon, of course, a couple of bucks a month to join us there. I guarantee it's incredible value for money in terms of how many hours of puzzling pleasure you get per dollar. I don't think there's anything better. Now I've got a birthday and an anniversary to do today as well. Georgios in Athens, you have turned 74 today, and I know this because your son Alexandros wrote to us and said you might like a shout out. So Georgios, I hope that you have an absolutely great birthday. I guess your weather will be even hotter than we have here. It really is warm here in the UK today. But I obviously hope you get some great chocolate cake as well. Now, the other, well, it's not birthday, it's an anniversary, a 53rd wedding anniversary, which I think happened on the 1st of April, to Tom Fry's parents, Ian and Barbara. Many, many congratulations. Tom wrote a very moving email, actually, and said you've had such a positive impact on both him and his sister and niece, yeah, asked if we could wish you, well, congratulations, which of course we can. I hope you had some great cake. And Tom, thank you for your email as well. You keep going, my friend. And I hope that life turns up trumps for you soon. And that's all the news. So with that said and done, let's see if I can do some solving. Let's have a look at the moving finger. It's an evocative name. It sounds like it should be the name of a Sherlock Holmes story to me, the moving finger. But these are the rules. We have a chaos construction. So you can see that, is this 9 by 9? Let's just check. Yeah, it's 9 by 9, but we don't know where the regions go. So obviously in a normal Sudoku, we'd have a region there, and then a region here, and a region here, etc. Here, the regions could be anything. I don't think that's 9 cells, is it? Oh no, it was. It was 9 cells, so that could be a region. So we have to place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and region. Regions are orthogonally connected and must be located by the solver. So, okay, so I just did an example. So that would not be a region. Because although it has 9 cells, let's give it a colour. This cell is not orthogonally connected to the rest of the greens, so it couldn't be part of the green region. Now, region numbers. This is where the rules get crazy. Region numbers. The digit in the top left cell of a region, the leftmost cell in its highest row, is its region number. So if we restore the region I just drew, 2, 3, I've managed to draw it too large again. I think it's that one, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So you go to this cell, and let's put in 8. Then this would be region number 8. And all region numbers are different. So if we had another region here, let's say that was a region, this could not be an 8 because all the region numbers are different. And then we've got a pointing arrows constraint. If a cell with the digit X in a region with the number N contains an arrow, then the cell X steps away in the indicated direction belongs to the region numbered n+1. Not all possible arrows are given. So, good grief, I don't know. So let's invent another region down here. And let's say this one is looking at this purple one. So 1, 2, 3. So I think that would be a 9. Let me just read this rule again. If a cell with the digit X in a region with the number N contains an arrow, well it does, then the cell X steps away, 1, 2, 3, belongs to the region numbered n+1. Yeah, I think that's right. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about whether that has implications beyond beyond what I'm just reading there, and I'm not doing very well with that. Anyway, they are the rules. Do have a go. Do have a go. The way to play, apparently this is a brilliant puzzle. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, normally, when you get these puzzles with arrows in them, it is a good idea, like this cell. Maverick's just about to fly over. I'm not surprised Maverick's in the air today. It's a very nice day. You know, that cell can't be more than 3, can it? Because it would take itself off the edge of the grid. So that's got to be a 1, 2, or a 3. That one's a 1, 2, or a 3. That one is a 1, I think. Oh, that can't be anything other than 1. So what does... Okay, so that's not a 1. So what does that mean? Let's give this a colour. Green. So it's... Oh, I was about to say it's looking at region 2. That's not right, is it? Because this green cell, we don't know where it is in its region. So I don't know if it is the top leftmost cell in its region. I'm not even sure it can be, because wouldn't it... Oh, maybe it could be. If sorry, I'm not being very articulate. Let's say that was the green region. That's got 9 cells. This would be a 1. Then this region would be in region 2. So the top left cell of the orange region would be a 2, but we don't know where that would go. Wow. This is it's very interesting, but it's weird. So if this isn't the region number, what? I almost know nothing. All I know is that this is in a different region to that. What about that then? That's got to be... I was going to say 1, 2, or 3. It can't be 1 because of this. So that's 2 or 3. This one is 1 or 2. So if this was green, it would be 2. There's something, my brain is saying that doesn't work. Why is my brain saying that? I have no idea. If these are in the same region, there's a region here, because this would be a 2, so that would have to be orange. Oh, well, actually that doesn't work, but that's not for any reason I was thinking of. Good grief. Okay. So... Hang on. How does this work? So, hang on. This cell can't be green, can it? This might not be correct, but my reason for saying that is if that is green, it's saying there's an orange, and it must be saying there's an orange, because anything in the green region, any arrow in the green region can only point at the orange region. That's what the rules tell us. So, all right, so let's distill this down. So somewhere in this puzzle, there is a region that has a 9. Let's just say it's there. Oh, no, I didn't want to make that orange. I wanted to make it purple, and I misclicked. Let's say that was a region in the puzzle. Well, if it was, that couldn't be a 9. Because in the region that's got the 9 in the top left-hand corner, that must not have any arrows in it. Because if it did have an arrow in it, it would be pointing at region 10, and that doesn't exist in the puzzle. So... No, there's loads of places, I think. Well, there's an absolute myriad of possible regions that you can construct without touching an arrow. Okay, but let me go back to the other thought. The other thought I was having was that if you have a region that has arrows in it, say it had 2 arrows in it, that region, both arrows must point to the same colour, the same other region, because they're both going to point to the region numbered n+1. So if this was pointing at orange, well, no, if this was green, it would have to point at orange over here. And there's this sort of packing trick, isn't there? So that would imply that orange is capable in 9 cells of looping over a 9-cell green region. And I've done enough of these puzzles in the past to know that that is not possible. Although actually it's possible in the corner, isn't it? That is possible. It's not possible if the green region doesn't go into the corner, because even if you pack the green region perfectly efficiently like this and you loop the orange over it like this, that orange region there is more than 9 cells, he says confidently. It is, it's 11. And obviously if the green region was not packed efficiently and it sort of went off up here, for example, then anything looping round that is going to be many, many more than 9 cells. So I don't think this is green. Right, so let's go to the line drawing tool. I was about to say, when I do these puzzles, I should definitely do the perimeter, but it looks like the perimeter has been done in very dark anyway, so that's great. So does this have to be orange now, or could it be something else? Let's have a look at that. So if this is blue, what does that mean? It means there's a region over here somewhere that is a different colour to blue. Why can't I see how this works? I don't know actually. Golly, this is complicated, isn't it? It really is. Blue, if this was blue, blue would have to get out. That's certainly true. So this couldn't be blue. Because if this was blue, I'd have to pack in some region here. And then loop blue around it to connect up. So that's impossible. So that would have to be something else. Red. Can that be green though? No. That hang on. Okay. Sorry, I'm being very... I'm sort of learning about the puzzle as we go along. In the variation where this is blue, this definitely can't be green. Because if that's green, we know green points at orange. So there'd be an orange down here somewhere, and orange would have to connect here. And you can see to do that, it's going to cut green off from itself. So this cell, which can't be blue and can't be green, would be something new. And this, this doesn't work. I'm sure this doesn't work. Because now, blue is pointing at some region in one of these 2 cells, but red must be pointing at a different region, because every region points at a unique region, doesn't it? That's the way that the rules work. So there's going to be two different colours in here. Unless red points at blue. No, but if red points at blue, then the blue region, which is going to have to point at something there, is being pointed at by the blue region, and it has to get out. And it can't be red, can it? Because this is really confusing. If blue was pointing at red down here, then because red is pointing at a different colour somewhere down here as well, red would have to loop round this whatever red is pointing at, and that it cannot do that. So this square would definitely be lime green to get lime green out, and now whatever red is pointing at, which can't also be lime green, can't get out. So this is wrong. I mean, that's really complicated, but it's true. So what that means is that this, I think that means this is orange, because all of that stemmed from this being blue. So I think we've now proved that that's orange, which I suspect is going to be incredibly underwhelming, actually, as a deduction. Oh, Bobbin, sorry. Yeah, I think that was a fool's errand. Maybe I've got to look at other arrows here, but all the other arrows are miles away from the perimeter. Or maybe there's a trick to do with... I'm just looking at those 3 arrows. They're all pointing in the same direction. Or sometimes in these puzzles where you get arrows that point at each other. I'm actually not seeing any arrows that point at each other. Oh. It's actually, that's quite interesting, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be. And that's the only cell with 2 arrows in it. So let's say that was a 3. What's that saying? That's saying there's a region here, 2, 3, and a region here that would be the same region and different from this region. Okay. Okay, alright, so... Oh, I tell you something. Can I now conclude that that is not green? I feel I can. Because if that's green, we're saying that it's pointing at an orange down here, aren't we? Because green always points at orange. Yeah, orange is pointing at something else down there. Not in that one, actually. Although, I suppose that could be blue, but it's a 2 or 3, so it's pointing at a blue in one of those. Now, whichever one of these the blue is in, that blue is going to grow, and it's going to go like this. And even if we do that extremely efficiently, orange would have to loop over the blue and over the green to connect here. That's not going to work. Ah, okay, so maybe the trick was to think about this cell. Yeah, this cell is a new colour. This can't be orange, because if it was orange, then what's happening here is this and this are pointing at the same coloured region somewhere in there. So let's just put it here. Now that blue region that we've just established must therefore exist, has to grow and be 9 cells large. This has to be 9 cells large, and then somehow orange is going to have to loop over everything within 9 cells and connect here. That is not going to happen, is it? So this I'm going to christen blue. This is a new colour that is not green and is not orange. So now, now I'm starting to see what's happening. Yes, because now I don't want to have it. I don't want any hubris to kick in. But what I'm thinking now is that these two are pointing at different colours. So in those squares is the thing that orange points at. So let's call that purple. And in these squares is the thing blue points at. Let's call that red. And both red and purple have to get out now. Now, there is a rinky-dink here. What would happen if... Yeah, okay. So one thing we do have to just address, though, about this is you might say, oh, hang on, Simon, couldn't purple have been blue? No. I mean, it could have been. It could have been. But if purple was blue, then because there is something on the perimeter here that is not blue, definitively, red would have to grow, and then blue would have to loop it. And it can't do that within 9 cells. So purple is not blue, and for the same reason, sort of in reverse, red is not orange. Because if red was orange, again purple would be in here on the perimeter, purple would have to grow, and then orange would have to loop the loop, and it couldn't. So I think it is legitimate to say there are two new colours down here, and this is really important. The reason it's important is that both of these colours have to get out of they've been corralled into the sort of southwest corner of the grid. So how could this not be red? If that's not red, red would come out through here and purple couldn't get out at all. So that must be red, that must be purple, that must be purple, that must be red, that must be blue. This is a bit weird though, because this one could still be blue, I think. Because if that's red and that's oh, hang on, no, that wouldn't work. No, I don't think this can be blue. Because if that's blue, it forces this to be red. And then that forces this to be purple, and blue is trapped in the corner, so that is definitely red. But we don't know whether that's red. That could also be red. And we don't know whether this is 1 or 2, because it could be looking at either of the cells. But this is definitively now purple, because purple is in one of these squares and has to get out. So we can draw some more lines in. Red has to keep growing. Red's got to get out. Blue has to keep growing. What a peculiar puzzle, eh? Alright, what about this one now? What's that pointing at? That's either pointing at that... No. Oh, hang on, that's pointing at red. So that's blue. Oh, bingo. Yeah, because this is a 2 or a 3. So it is pointing at one of those two cells. So it's definitively pointing at red, which is the colour that blue points at. So that's blue. So if that was blue, it needs to point at red as well. Oh, see, that could be red, though. Wow. Okay. That's got to be purple now. Because if it wasn't, purple would be here. And that couldn't get out. So that's another tiny deduction. Right. So the corner is either red or purple. And we can draw that. There's a line we can draw here. Sorry, now I'm going to freeze for a few moments while I try and work out what this means. That cell is at... Oh, okay, both of these cells are quite big numbers because they can't be 1s, 2s or 3s. So these are at least... What about that one? That's at least a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is at least a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one can't be much bigger. It could be... That's 4 or 5. It can't be more than 5. It would go off the edge of the grid. So how do we do this then? This is weird, isn't it? Is this somehow obvious? I suppose if that was green... No, this can't be green. Because that would be saying... that it would then point to orange, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3. It would make that square orange. So can I connect 1, 3, 4, 5? No, you can't connect it to here. Even if you try and be efficient and do it exactly like that, it would be too large. So this square is a new colour. Well, not a new colour, it's probably purple to be honest, but it's definitely not green. But now green has to go that way, which means orange has to go this way. Right. Oh, you see, that's almost a fascinating idea. I don't think I can... Well... Okay, I'm having two thoughts about this to do with orange and green here. My first thought is that if orange hits any of these cells, we know orange points at purple. So if it did hit any of those three cells, that would say there was a purple somewhere up here on that diagonal, which is possible actually. It is possible, so that may be not ruled out. But then, think about green. Could green bash into any of these? I don't think so, because let's say that was green. That would be saying orange is, say, there. Is that possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not possible. It's actually not that far away. Oh, well, actually, hang on. Maybe it is possible. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if that was green and that was orange, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no, it still doesn't work. I don't think that can be green. So, I mean, I don't think it's that useful, though. It just means green has to shuffle off up here somewhere. So maybe that... I don't know. My instinct is that's nearly a good thought, but not quite a good thought. It might be a thought that's more in point later in the solve. I don't see how to use it yet. Right, so we're going to have to come across and think more about this stuff, I think. Probably. Oh, there are two that are looking at each other. I didn't see those. I was looking for two that were looking at each other, and I found them now. But... no, it doesn't. No, in this puzzle, I thought that might do something. I don't think it does, really. You know, if that one's looking at that, but that one's looking at that, that's absolutely fine. It just depends where the regions are that they're meant to look at. No. Okay, so probably the idea is to think about this stuff. Now, I say that. I'm not sure exactly how to approach this. So what's the ordering we've got at the moment? We know that green is a smaller region than orange, which is a smaller region than purple. So it goes green, orange, purple. And then there's a separate sort of thing beginning over here, which is that blue goes to red, but we don't know how red relates to purple, I don't think. So I've got sort of two sequences going on at the moment. But that could be purple. I don't see what to do here. If sorry, how do I do this? There's no reason, is there, that can't be blue? That would be a big deduction if that can't be blue. If that's blue, it has to point at a red somewhere over here, but that red could be here, and then blue loops over the top, or it could be here. Both of those things look incredibly possible to me. And if that was blue, you'd be saying red is in one of those two, which looks possible again. So, wow. I'm sorry, is this somehow obvious? That's 2 or 3, so one of those is purple, which makes this always purple. Purple hasn't got any arrows in it yet. I mean, I suppose if that's a 2, that's a 1. That doesn't matter, does it? I don't think it matters. Oh, this has got really tricky all of a sudden. Hang on, I don't know what to do. Maybe that can't be green for some reason. That would push purple up here, push red up here, maybe then blue can't connect over the top. So maybe I do have to think harder about how green grows, or even how orange grows. But there can't be a problem with purple, say, getting onto this diagonal. I mean, I suspect this is purple, but I don't know it's purple, but I think it probably... I can't see a reason why it couldn't be. It's either purple, it's not blue, that's for sure. But could it be just a new region? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe this cell again. That's at least a 4, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, can we rule any of these out? What colours would be implied by any of these totals? 1, 2, 3, 4, we don't know. 5 would be here. We don't know. 6 would be making this hit green. Do we know what hits green at the moment? No. And 7 would be making this... Oh, that would be making this... That would be green if this is a 7. But that looks possible, doesn't it? That could be a region. Okay, so I don't think it's this cell. It's going to be something to do with how red and... Probably how red and purple have to grow. Is there a reason? I mean, okay, here, maybe we can approach this differently. Let's assume for a moment that orange doesn't hit one of these. Because if that's the case, that is going to put pressure on everything on the left. Because if orange doesn't hit these, how orange could take those squares at the very best? Now that's 8 cells of orange now. So orange would have to do that. At the very least, it might have to go higher, but it would definitely have to take these 3 cells. There is no way that orange can get out without taking those 3 cells. So green would now come up here. And now I can see that purple and red are getting shut in. So purple now has to come up here, red has to come up here, I think blue's going to get cut off by this. Even if both of these were purple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would complete purple. So that's packed purple as efficiently as it can. That's just even assuming this is purple. Red is nowhere near complete. So let's say red takes those. And you can see that for blue to connect over the top, it's going to have way more than 9 cells. So this is interesting. Because what this means is that actually orange does take one of these. And that means that purple has to get to the sort of negative diagonal. Now, I see, I'm beginning to dimly see how this works now. Because I think the corollary of what we've just proved is that if purple doesn't come out through here and just goes up, then red's going to be forced up and blue to connect over the top is too big. So that's not allowed. Purple does have to leak out this way somehow. We don't know how. But we also know that to do that, purple must hit this diagonal. Because it has to be pointed at by the orange that's in at least one of those 3 cells. Now imagine purple hit that cell. That's not going to work. There's nowhere for green to be now. Because green cannot hit these. When we looked at this a bit earlier, it's even more clear. If green hits these, then orange has got to be up here somewhere. And orange is somehow going to have to loop round across the top. That just cannot happen. It's too packed in. So I don't think purple takes that one. I think purple might have to take this one. So let's say it didn't. If it didn't take this one, it didn't take this one. Then it's taking this one. No, it's that one, in fact, on the negative diagonal. That's absolutely not true. That cannot be right. If it does this again, blue to come over the top is too big. So I think purple takes this one. I think that's the only one it can take without shutting in green. And now, well, it can't do that, can it? He says glibly. No, it can't. That would be too big again. So it definitely takes that. And okay, let's revisit the logic about green touching this diagonal. If green touches this diagonal, orange has to be... So green is going to connect something like this, and orange is going to have to do that and come round the corner. And it can't. It would be too big. So green never touches this diagonal. So how does green... I want to say that's got to be green. I might not be right, but I think it is. How could it not? No, it definitely has to take that. So green has to take this and this. What a fascinating puzzle. This is it's a very different puzzle to what I was expecting, I have to say. But has this helped? Is another question. Yes, it sort of has, hasn't it? Because what colour is this now? This can't be some yellowy colour that comes out through here. That's going to make connecting blue up just ludicrous. That is definitely purple, given it can't be green. It definitely can't be blue, because it's never pointing at red. And again, I think green has to come here. Oh no, it could go there. I didn't think of that. Oh no, it can't go there, because that would put orange over here somewhere. That's not possible. So, okay, we should definitely draw that in. Yeah. So even if green took all 3 of those, which is the most it could take, it can't cut orange off. It would only have 7 cells there, so it definitely goes there. But could that be green? I think that might be able to be green, because that could look at an orange there. Ah, you rotten old puzzle. That's probably possible. Right, so how many cells? We've got 7. At least one of these is purple. We don't know about the corner. But okay, but red has now become very constrained, hasn't it? Because red's only got 4 cells, possibly 5, 6, 7. So red is definitely taking at least some of this. Oh, I don't know. Red we don't know what it hits though, do we? Wow. Wow. Okay. Sorry if this is obvious, by the way. I mean, if you're finding this obvious, well played. Well played, thing. You're really on the ball. Adam's Family Pinball. Don't get distracted, Simon, by thinking about Adam's Family Pinball. That is not the way to solve a puzzle like this. So, how do we connect blue? It feels like that's the question in town. And what colour does red link to in the puzzle? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this somehow clear? Orange points at purple. Ah, does that have to be a 2? Oh, we know, because we don't know whether that's orange. Yeah, so that could be orange. 1, 2, 3. That would be a 4. Ah, no. Okay, that's not how to do this. Wow, I don't know. And the purple points up here somewhere, but we don't know what colour that's being pointing at. How do you do this? This is really hard. Okay. I mean, I don't know this, but I feel like it's to do with red and how red grows. If red was really super efficient, then red could take that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and be finished. And that would be very happy for red. And if it did that, blue would be finished in 8 cells, because blue could just go across the top. So actually, red can't do too much more than that, can it? Okay, so if red does spill into row 4, let me just think about that. Does that cost 2 cells of inefficiency for blue? Oh, that's brilliant. That's it. I didn't realise. I'm so stupid. A World's Most Stupid Man award goes to me. This is really it's very obvious once you have the thought, but I didn't have it. So the point is that if red even leaks slightly up into row 4, because it costs blue too much in terms of... so when red is efficient and it packs in like this, you can see blue just shuffles across the top, Blue's only 8 cells. Absolutely fine. And blue's got one more cell to find, indeed. But what happens if red just leaks up here? And the point is that because blue now has to go up and over, it costs too much. So let's just show you that. Let's say red did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It costs 6 rather than 4 to connect the blues up. And it can't cost less than that. I mean, if that's red as well, it's the same problem. So you can't do that. So red never goes into row 4. And this is massive because now red has to take all of these and that one in the corner. So red has become a sort of seahorse. A seahorse in... Oh, look. And now this is purple and that's green. Good grief. Oh, look. And now that's blue and that's blue. And that, well, nothing else can go in there. We can't put another region in and then loop blue over it. So this is what blue starts to look like. But that, oh, actually, how big? No, purple. Purple takes that one. Purple is our first completed region apart from the seahorse. Okay. Now orange has to grow down at the bottom. I don't know what all that means, but that feels like a real... Oh, I know what we could do. That cell is the region number for red. So let's pick a colour. And give our seahorse an eye. That's the region number for purple. No, I was going to say that's the region number for blue, but it's not actually, because blue is taking one of these 4 cells, and whichever one it takes will be blue's region number. Okay, but what is this number then? We don't know, do we? Because we don't know what red looks like. Red doesn't look at blue, because blue looks at red. Oh, bobbins. I don't know. I'm losing track of this a bit now. So, green. Let's make a little list here. Green looks at orange, which looks at green. Orange. Ah, look. I've done something here. Let's forget that. Orange looks at purple. That's how we defined it. So given this is a 2 or a 3, it's a 2. That's our first digit, apart from the initial 1. So that's a 3 looking at this cell. That one we don't know still. So has that helped me? I'm not sure it has actually. I'm going to go back to doing this. So green goes to orange, goes to purple, and then purple goes to something up here. Now, is that a new colour that it goes to? It can't. Yeah, it can't be a colour we've already got. Oh, unless it could be green. No, it can't. Oh, no, it can't be green, can it? Because that would create a cycle. If it went green, orange, purple, green again, that would imply green is in a bigger region than purple, and yet we know purple is in a bigger region than green because of the first this thing. So there's some new region up here that is there. I'll just give it the moniker black for a moment, but it's whatever's up here that's being pointed at by this. Oh, so maybe I put it... No, yeah, one of those two. And then there's a separate cycle, which is blue goes into red, and then red so can red go... Yeah, so red can't go into purple because orange goes into purple. Can red go into green, though? that would be a 4. Or, well, it could be a 5 if green goes there. Maybe. I don't know. Wow. Okay. So this hasn't really helped us, has it? We don't know where this one goes. Blue. I don't know how to do this at all. Good grief. And I've got 6 regions. There are 9 regions in the puzzle. And the 6th region is only really very loose. It's up here somewhere. No, up there somewhere. Okay. I haven't got a clue how to do that, I'm afraid. I suppose I know green isn't the bottom region, because it can't have a 1 in its top left corner. Does that help? I don't think it does. I'm not sure. And purple's region then is at least a 4, because if green was in region 2, that would be region 3. This would be region 4. This up here would be region 5. Oh, what's that? Oh no, that's a 1 or a 2, isn't it? Because we know that blue looks at red. But somehow we don't know. It's the same as that one. Oh, bobbins. Okay. Okay, sorry. So that doesn't help me. And we know orange looks at purple. So, right. So orange doesn't go through this cell, because that would imply there was a purple vertical by the vertical arrow, which there isn't. So that is something else. Now that's not green, is it? Because we know green looks at orange, and orange isn't in this direction. So this is a new colour. That cell there is a new colour. Now let's pick a colour carefully. We'll go for indigo. Now, how do we do that then? Do we know how this grows? Do we know the size of this number? If it was, it can't be a 1. If it was a 2, it would imply this cell was green. That cell's not green because that would put orange up on that diagonal. So it's not a 2, it's at least a 3. 1, 2. It's not a 3 because that would put purple up here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that would put blue here. This is at least a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5, 6, or 7. Pointing at a region that's very high in the grid, that has sort of 1 here and then 1 there, or 1 there and 1 there, or 1 there and 1 there. But we don't know anything about this, do we? Well, or do we? What region is this pointing at? So this is not only indigo, it's pointing at a region that we haven't ever seen before in the puzzle. So let's say that was pointing at a yellow region that went like that. Oh, could that be? No, because that can't be the same region that this purple one's pointing at. Because obviously purple and indigo are different. So there is, okay, so we've got somewhere up here, we've got indigo, and then we've got whatever region indigo points at. So that's a new colour that would be to the right of indigo. And that's going to be 8 of our regions that are now identified. There's only one more region to find. Okay, that probably should mean something to me, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, goodness me. Right. How does orange get out of this part of the grid? It can't go to this square. And the reason is that the only purple square seen, so orange always points at purple, would be this one. That's 2 away. So orange can't go there. So how does orange get out? It's got to go here. Here. 1, 2, 3, that's 7. It could take that one. So it also takes this one as well, definitely. It might take this one, I don't know. But it definitely takes this one. And now I get more digits, because the only thing on this, that's a 4 in the corner. This, 1, 2, 3, oh, bobbins. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 or 6, this square. It's pointing at one of those two, but I don't know which one. Okay. So, how does this help me? How does this help me? I don't know. Let's draw that line. Oopsie. Let's draw this line in. So if this was green now, well, the last orange is either here, here, or here, isn't it? So it doesn't have a whole panoply of options. Can orange be, if that was say a 5, can orange be in region 5? Then that would be a 6. And if that's a 6 and is the highest orange, that would be a 7. And what does red point at? Do we ever establish that? I don't know. I'm not sure that we did we? I mean, this is the highest. This is the highest digit. This is the region number for red, and it's also an arrow cell. And it can't be pointing at purple. It can't be pointing at blue because blue points at it. It can't be pointing at itself. So that digit is 1, 2, 3. It's a 4 or higher. But it could be a 7, I think. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it could be a 7. 4, 5, 6, or 7. And that is the size of red. So, if red did point at green here, then green would be region 5. Orange would be region 6. That looks good, doesn't it? The purple, region 7. the black region, which is up here somewhere, would be region 8. And how does that then work? So blue would be region... Oh, but blue can't be region... Oh, hang on, that's interesting. Oh, that's really... Oh, this is fascinating. Wow. Okay, here's a point. If red was region 4, then the implication of our colouring is that blue is region 3, but it can't be. The highest digit in blue, we don't know where it goes, but it's up there, and it's not 3, because 3's already appeared in blue. So that's not 4. Definitely not. It's 5, 6, or 7. So blue's... Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. So blue's region number, which is in one of those squares, is 1 less than this. It's 4, 5, or 6. Right, we should put this in. That's 4, 5, or 6. That's 5, 6, or 7. Now, how does that help? Does that help at all? Maybe it doesn't. So, right, hang on. So green's region now, which is here, can't be. If it was 4, then orange would be 5, purple would be 6, and blue would have no possible region number. It's the same. This can't be 5 either. Oh, well, hang on. If it's 6, 7, 8... hang on. If it's 6, 7, 8, 9... Right, so the region number for green is either 6 or less. But if it's less, it's not 4. So it would have to be 1, 2, or 3. It's not 1. So the region number for green is 2, 3, or 6. So the region number for orange is 3, 4, or 7. But it's not 4. This is superb. This is actually working. It's not 4, so that's not 3. 4 because it can't be. So the region number for purple is 4 or 8. Oh, please. Oh, this is really exciting. I can't see how to do it. Sorry if this is obvious to you all. I apologise profusely. 5. It's really close. It's really close to being... Okay, so the black region is 5 or 9. But we don't know, we don't only know it's living up there somewhere in the ether. Is there some way that we can narrow this down? I don't know. And do we know what this one is? Where does this fit into the whole panoply of things? It's pointing at regions that are sort of something like that. I think there's going to be a region that goes across like this. Wow, okay. And purple... So if purple was in region 4, that would be a 4. That would be a 5. So that would be... This would be in the black region 5. 4, 5. So blue would be in region 6. So the black region ought to point at the blue region. Doesn't look like there are any. Oh, maybe unless that's a. Yeah, that could be a black. Maybe a black cell pointing at that cell. And then the red region would be region 7, pointing here. Yeah, so it would go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is pointing at a region. But that can't be pointing at... It couldn't be pointing at this. So this would have to be pointing... It couldn't be in the 9th region, because the 9th region doesn't point at anything. This would have to be in region 8. Pointing at region 9, I think. Yeah, that might even work, because then that one could be pointing at this one. And the other way round is with green being in region 6, orange would need to be in region 7, so this wouldn't be the highest top left cell of orange. It would be here or here for a 7. This would be an 8. Six, 7, 8, 9. This would be a 5. Pointing at green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be, that looks very plausible as well, doesn't it? That really does look very plausible. And this would have a 4 in one of these squares as its region number. And then the regions we wouldn't have any knowledge of would be regions 1, 2 and 3. So this would have to be one of those. And that's probably fine. And I've still got so many arrows I've not got to the bottom of here. Wow, okay, so perhaps that's what I'm meant to do. I mean, I feel like this one's going to mop up all these arrows. But maybe that's naive of me. Oh, what about that one? That one is definitely pointing at a region I've already sort of considered. Okay, so let's think about this square. What can that be? Oh, I see. Yeah, this one is a different colour, I think. Because I don't think this can be indigo. Because if it's indigo, it's the same as this, and we know indigo sort of traverses two colours like that. So these can't both be green. Green's already had too many cells for that to be possible. So this is some new colour. But I'm not saying it's not the same as the black colour that lives up here. I'm just saying it's a new colour. It could be black. Let's put that. Let's do that. So, what is this? It's not a 2 because it's not orange. So it's either 1 pointing at green, or it's whatever. Oh, it's not blue because blue is the colour that points at red. Or it's that. So it's pointing at blue. 1, 2, 3, 6. So it's 1 or 6. And it either points at blue, which would mean it was in region 3, 4 or 5, or it points at green, Oh, that's beautiful if that's right. Well, hang on. Okay, if this points at green, it has to be in region 5. And the reason for that is we know that in pointing at green, its own region number is 1 or 5. Well, it couldn't be 1 because this can't be the top left cell of the yellow or black region because there's not enough space. So this would have to be region 5. And now red would have no... Oh, hang on. Now red would have no region. This is massive if this is right. Wow. Okay. So if this is a 1, I've just proved it has to be region 5. So the sequence from this region would go 5, 6, 7, and the red would not have a valid region number, so that can't be a 1. That has to be a 6, and it has to be pointing at blue. So, I don't know what that means, to be honest. I suspect it might mean it has to be in the black region, but I'm not sure. If this was not in the black region, so let's say it is a new region, that would slot yellow in here. Yellow's region number would be 3, 4, or 5. Which means that this sequence here would have to go 6, 7, 8, 9. So red would point at green. And then, so we'd have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be an 8. There's a black region up here, pointed at by this, which would be region 9. And we would not have had regions 1 and 2. And this couldn't point at green. No, it couldn't point at... Oh, it could point at yellow. It could point at yellow. So that could be in region 2 or region 1. This is really confusing. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know whether that's black or not. But I suppose I know it's not indigo. Is that what we concluded? So that is indigo. So that's indigo. I mean, that's something. I'm definitely taking that. That's got to be yellow or black. Okay. Oh, bobbins. This is really confusing me. Isn't it fascinating? Oh, look, green has to get out now. Right. So if green has to get out, green points to orange, so it's pointing at that. So that is 1, 2, that's a 3. I'm just going to, yeah, that's a 3. Okay, so this isn't a 3. That's still fine, isn't it? Because we know that the region number for green is 2 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So if green took both of those... No, green can't take that. So green could take this. Green still has to get at least one cell up here. And what on earth is this one doing? So this is looking at 2, 3, 4. There's some other region up here. But it can't be the black region. I'm not. Okay. I've got to be careful with that as well. That might not be true because this might be the black region. So I'm going to delete that. I'm not sure if that's real or not. Right. Okay. So we've almost managed to knock 4 out of this one. We've not 1, 2, and 3 out of it. I wonder if there could be Sudoku-y type points to do. Is that a nonsensical idea? I don't know. Yeah, so there's some weird region up here that's in some collection of those cells. Now, we know this is the region that points at blue, don't we? Oh, sorry. I feel like this is probably obvious now. It's just not obvious to me. So, oh, hang on. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, look. The orange region is 3 or 7. So it's not that cell. And I can't extend orange here. Orange must extend there, and that must... Oh, it's so close. 3 or 7. That is the orange region number, whatever it's called. So that's forced. Okay, let's put that in. That's 4 or 8. And okay, indigo has to go up again. Do we think that's indigo? I think probably is, but I'm not sure. Maverick's doing a loop-the-loop. And red... Oh, I thought red was going to connect to green, didn't I? Hang on, how does that happen now? Hang on, how does red connect? I thought red was connecting to green. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't now, because that can't be green. Because purple or indigo and this colour have to grow. In fact, that's got to get out here. So, yeah, so green takes this square. This puzzle is remarkably clever. It's ridiculously clever, to be honest. That this all, this all sort of pieces together. What's it called? The moving finger. I've no idea what's called that. That's just my finger moving like this. That was a great joke at my school that got inflicted on me a lot. Put your finger to your ear and say red backwards. Oh dear. Now... Okay, but hang on. If red can't go to green... Sorry, yeah, if red can't go to green... What does... Then this is part of a different cycle. The only way red could have gone to green is if green had been 6, red had to go to green. It had to. Because red is only 5, 6 or 7. So the fact red doesn't go to green means green is not 6. If green is 6, red had to go to it, because red couldn't be 6 or 7 then. Red would have to be 5. And it should have hit green, because that would have been region 6. This doesn't work. Right, so 2, 3, 4, 5 is how it works now. This is region 2. Orange is region 3. That's region 4, so that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a region here which we said was the black region, and that is region 5. So 4 and 5. So this, right, so there is a 6 now in one of those squares, which is the blue region. And then this is region 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's seeing that. It's probably seeing the magenta, isn't it? Or the indigo. Okay, but that's great. That's great. So this is 6. This is 7. We can move these over. Does it let you? Oh, no, I don't dare risk that. Blue, so hang on. Blue and red go here. Blue, red, 6, 7. So there's a region 8 which is here. And whatever points at green is the region 1 region. Now, have we ever understood what points at green? Oh, that could point at green. Yeah, and it could be, well, that digit could be anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it couldn't be 3, but 1, 2, 4, 5. It could be a lot of things. Okay. So what's this then now? Do we have... It's not 5. It's 4, 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3. 4 would make it the same colour. It would make it blue. It's not blue. 6 or 7 is... So it's either pointing at green or it can't be... Oh, it can't be green. It can't be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. There's only one more green to come. So for this to be 7, it needs to be green. So that is a 6. So that is not 6. That is not where blue extends. So blue doesn't go there. This is in region 1 because it is pointing at green. So that is a totally new, well, it could be that region, but it is a new region. That is pointing at region 1. Oh, hang on. How could that be? I'm just wondering if that can be 5 now. Because that's saying that that cell and that cell are in the same region. Oh, no, it is possible. It is possible, especially if that's green, for it sort of to do a rinky-dink. Right. Okay, well, we're sort of making slow progress. Where do you think we look now? Where is... Oh, I was going to ask... Oh, it's nearly a good question, but it's not. I was going to ask where 3 goes in the bottom row. I don't think that is a good question after all. Oh, this is a 6. Because it sees 5. Okay. So, hang on, this region... Oh. Hang on. The black region was pointing at the blue region. We have worked that out. So this is the black region, which is that region. Maybe I should make it a different colour, because it is quite dark. No, okay, we'll carry on for the moment. Because black is looking at the blue region, and we know blue region... So this is in region 5, which is the region that's been pointed at by purple. So this and this are in the same region. And that's sort of going to limit where it is going to limit a bit where how big magenta can be. Although, of course, this cell isn't... sorry, I was sort of assuming we had to do that, but this cell here is not necessarily magenta. So we don't... Well, we do know this isn't region 1. Oh, this is region 8, isn't it? I might be wrong, but I think the regions we've still got to identify are regions 1, 8 and 9. We know that region 9 has no arrows in it, so this is not region 9. Now, if this was region 1, it needs to point at green with all its arrows, and it definitely doesn't, because it's saying this cell or this cell or this cell is in the region it's pointing at, and none of those can be green. So this is region 8 pointing at region 9. So it's different from this. So we've now approximately worked out all the regions. This is region 1. So that has to be viewed as to the left of green. This is region 8. And region 9 is either that region. No, it can't be there. It can't. No. That is not region 9. Imagine that was region 9. You can see it has to connect like this. It's going to cut black off from itself. Well, or is it? You're going to say it's going to dip under there. No, it can't dip under there. Not let magenta reach size 9. So that is not 5. Now if it's 6, it might be better. Yeah, okay. It's 6 or 7. I don't know which. 6 or 7. Now, what region is this in? And I'm going to say it's yellow. Because it's definitely not... Oh no, it could be... No, that's wrong. I'm totally wrong. It could be green. I was looking at the 7 above it. No, that 7 is not helpful. It's not a Sudoku 7. It's a region number 7. If this was green, obviously green points at orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be fine. If this is in the yellow region, it's pointing at green, and then it could be lots of different things. So that cell there is yellow or green. I don't know which one. Which I would prefer it to be green, because it would finish green. In fact, actually, how could it be green? That's a really cool idea. I might have to delete this stuff from the top row to start to look at this, I think. I think we're basically there, though, aren't we, with understanding how regions work. But if that was green, what I'm thinking about is this clue, actually. Because this clue is going to put... It's going to put... Oh, it certainly couldn't be there, could it? Oh, in fact... It would sort of force that pattern. I don't know. That doesn't... Ah, good grief. Oh, okay, it could be that pattern as well. Oh, it's really, it's very forcing, actually. It's really forcing. I don't know that I don't think I can quite justify it. If that's yellow... Maybe I can always rule 6 out from here. Because if that's 6, what we're doing is we're saying region 9 lives in those two positions. So what I'm seeing there is that if this was 6, in order to connect these two cells together, very clearly we have to come across the top. Whether this is yellow or dark green, that is necessary, isn't it? And then, given these are so far apart, we have to be efficient. So we can't start coming down here. We're going to make green too long. So we're going to have to continue like this. And then there is a little bit of choice in terms of how we've achieved the final connection. We've got 7 cells now. We could take that one and that one, or that one and that one, or some combination thereof. But the point here is we have a massive problem with blue, because blue is taking one of these 3 cells now, and whichever one it takes is cutting off this cell. This cell can't be part of a region. If that's blue, or that's blue. Yellow can never get there. That's lovely, isn't it? I mean, that feels incredibly logical. So I think this is 7, pointing at region 9. So region 9, this is good actually. Because now, given that these are on the boundary, all of those squares must be green as well. So I don't actually know if that's going to help hugely, but it's a trick, isn't it? It's a useful idea. We'll probably find... Oh, I know what I can do. Where is the 9 in region 9? Well, you're not going to get a higher cell in the grid than that. So that's a 9, and it gets a circle. Okay. Okay, that's not useful, but it is something. Now, now, what do we look at next? Well, hang about. What colour is this? I mean, the options available. It can't be the black colour is pointing at blue, so it's not black. It must be magenta, mustn't it? That's the only other choice it has. I think we've got our 9 regions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So can that be yellow? No, because it'll cut black off from itself. So it's magenta. Magenta, we know, points at green. And now, how does it point at green if it's only a 1 or a 2? Green's only got one. This lime green's only got one more cell left to take. It must be that one. So that's a 2. And the top region is done. Now, okay, so now this is great. That's got to be black. Black has to connect up through there, so that's got to be black. How many? We've got 5 cells of magenta. 6, 7, 8. Oh, bother. I thought that was going to do it. And what does black point at? Black points at blue. So if that was black, that would be a 3. Oh. Or a 4, actually, if that was blue. And if that was magenta, it would be pointing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be a 6. Oh, it can't be a 6. Hang on, is that right? That would be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, that is right, because if that's a 7, obviously if that's magenta and it's pointing at lime green, it's a 6 and it would clash. So this cell is black. That's a win for the goodies. Now, if it's black, 1, 2... Oh, we don't know. We don't know. It's 3 or 4. It's probably 3, because that's definitively blue. But if that was blue, it could be a 4. It's 3 or 4. But now, now magenta has to take everything else in order to get to 9 cells. That's great. That is great. So now, look, we've done all that. Now black has to connect. And black is 9 cells. It must be right. There's no way you could luck into this. Now, okay. So we don't know, do we? Well, or do we? Hang on. So if I can't remember what region number green was on my list. So 1, green was region number 2. Oh. Hang on. Green is region number 2, so its top leftmost cell is a 2. So if that's green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is its top cell. That would be a 2, but looking at its own region, that's definitely... I think that's been a mistake of mine for a while. That's got to be green, and it's got to be 2. So we can do that. Oh, I see. And now lots of this is yellow. All of those are yellow. Yellow is region 1, so that's a 1. This is lovely. That's a 1. That's a 2 by Sudoku now. And somehow I don't know where the 6 goes that's going to finish this off. It would be funny if that digit gave it to me, wouldn't it? It's not impossible. It's really not impossible. Okay, but yellow... Oh no, yellow is pointing at green. So this digit is... It could be a 2 or a 4 or a 5 or a 6. It can't be a 6. 2, 4, 5. Okay, well it's still a win. It's still a win for the goodies. So all we have to do now is a little bit of erase. Oh, what's that one? Do we know what that is? That's got to point at the lime. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5. Okay. Have I used all of my arrows now? Probably have. I probably have. Okay, so irregular Sudoku from here. How should we tackle that? I mean, that cell has to appear in row 1, so those 2 digits are the same. That may be worth just a quick think about. Is there... I mean, that digit in the corner is 1, 5, 7 or 8 by Sudoku. This digit can't be 1, so 5, 7 or 8. Can we do any better? I don't think we can actually. Looks like that's as far as that logic will take us. There's a sort of set type point, isn't there? That if we look at the final 3 columns of the grid, obviously they're going to consume 3 sets of the digits 1 to 9. Because each column has the 1 set of the digits 1 to 9. Now these 2 regions here are entirely in the final 3 columns. So this is essentially an extra region. And that region's got to have a 2 in it. And the 2 can't be in orange, so the 2 is in one of those squares. And there we don't seem to be able to do anything else, I don't think. Okay, so we're going to have to look somewhere else. How should we look at this? I really want this to be sorted out. I would feel so much happier. Maybe, where's 1 in the seahorse? It's in one of those 2 squares. Where's 1 in purple? One of those 3 squares. So 1 in lime green at the top is gradually getting pushed over. It's in one of these 3. 1 in column 6 is either there or there. That's not going to be helpful. Oh, where? Oh, near. Oh, yeah, okay. Where's 2 in column 6? That is helpful. This 2 knocks it out of dark green. It can't be here. It can't be here because of the logic we did over on this side, where we've got this pencil mark, so it's got to be there. Okay, that's nearly useful, but not quite. Okay, no, I don't see how to make better use of that. 3 and 6 in the bottom row have to be in these squares, but I don't see immediately how to use that. We've got 4, 7, 8 and 9 to place in column 4. I mean, maybe we have to think about pencil marking in case luck comes our way. I don't think it's helping. I don't think that's, no, that was probably not a sensible way to approach it. Okay, let's try something else. What about, where is, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Have we got a digit that we've got more of than anything else? 2 might be a good digit to think about. Can we do anything with 2 that's propitious? Where is 2 in purple? And the answer is apparently there. I mean, that's crazy. Where? Okay, let's keep going with 2s and see if we can do anything better. Where is 2 in black? There is apparently the answer. So that's a 2 in the top row. How many 2s have we got now? 8. So I should be able to get the 9th. Which region hasn't got a 2 in it? Is it? Oh, it's the red region. Oh. Oh gosh, that works. Okay, it's got to go there. Gosh, that was terrifying for a moment. I thought I'd broken the puzzle, but no, the 2 can creep into that position and not break. So that's lovely. Okay, that's a win for the goodies. Now, can we do anything similar to that? What about 3s? We have got 3 3s in the grid. Oh no, this. Oh no, we still don't know. This. Can that really be a 6? I don't know. If it wasn't, it would be yellow. Would that help? I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't. Right. So let's try. What about 1s? Let's have a look at 1s again. See if they're helpful. We know we've got a 1 in one of these. 1 in black. Where's that going? One of these 2 cells, I think. So 1 in blue. Can we do anything with that? Oh, nearly. It's in one of these 3 positions. It's sort of creating a swordfish on 1s between those positions there. But it looks like a useless swordfish to me. Naughty old swordfish. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try 4s. Should we have a look at 4s quickly? Are they doing anything clever? Don't think so. Fives? Again, I don't think they're doing anything. Sixes. Yeah, six is a tiny bit interesting in black. Not black, sorry, this colour here. In that I think 6 is going to have to go in one of those two squares. And we've got this 6 over here. Actually, we know 6 is in one of those three as well, don't we? From the bottom row. So 6 in blue. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. Okay, let's have a look at 7, see if they're going to be a little bit kinder to us. 7 in the bottom row is in one of those cells. Is that helpful? Probably not. 7 is in one of these three. It's just not quite good enough. Okay, 8. I don't think I've got any 8s in the puzzle, and I think I've got an absolute dearth of 9s as well. Right, so we are going to have to give this a bit more thought to figure out how we're going to sort this out. Now, how shall we do this? Is it going to be... I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not sure what the best way of tackling it is going to be. What do we think? That digit is either there or there in column 6. I mean, we could go full ham on the pencil marks, which I loathe doing whenever I do it in a regular Sudoku. Okay, we know 4 in blue has to be in those two squares, because we know the only blue we're looking for is a 6 up here. So this 4 is now plonking a 4 in one of those cells. Is that helpful? No, I think is the short answer. But if that was a 6, there would be a 6 here. Okay, don't think that's it. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 in this column. So that's 5, 8 or 9. That's got lots of options, that's got lots of options, that's got lots of options. Oh, where's 1 in column 9? Is that a good question? Yeah, that is a reasonable question, isn't it? Why couldn't I see that before? I don't know, but I didn't. Where is 1 in column 9? The answer is there, I think. It's the only place it can go. So now these are not 1s. That's a 1. That's a 1. And 1s all of a sudden are a little bit better than they used to be. Now, do they carry on, or are we just going to... Are they going to live in ignominy from there? That's not a 1 anymore, is it? So, 1 in orange. Where is it going? One of those three. I don't think we know which one, so I think we've got this pattern of 1s left in the grid. So we should have 6 1s, and we do. 5, 7, 8, 9 into this column. Now, where next, I hear you ask? I don't know. What do we think? I don't know. I'm not sure. We could try. Did we get all that? We got all the 2s, didn't we? So we don't have to worry too much about those anymore. Oh, look, and I have a chance. If I had a fair wind, I could get this puzzle done in about 2 hours, which I'd be frankly delighted with that. I think this is quite a difficult puzzle. 4, 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. Whoops. In this row. That can be anything. That's 4, 7, or 8. Oh, bobbins. What else could we do? I still don't know what this is. This is infuriating. This is the most annoying digit in this puzzle. Could we... Is it going to be something like where's 3 in row 7? I don't know. It's not that. Bother. Okay. Where next? 3, 6, 5, 8, or 9. So these, if that was a 5, you'd have to put 5 in the corner. This would be a 3, 6 pair. Is there a problem with that? I don't think so. I'm actually going to pencil mark this just in case it yields anything. Those cannot be 5s. That's corner cell can't be a 9. Could still be a 3. This digit is still the infuriating one. Okay. Golly, if there was an arrow cell that I hadn't filled in, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Because it probably would help. I mean, I know there's this one, and I basically know this is going to be a 3, I think. But it could be a 4 if somehow that can be a 6. Let's go back and think about 6s again. Is there something else we can glean from 6? I don't know. 6 is in one of these squares. 6 in purple? Is that somehow restricted? I don't think it is. Oh, how infuriating. Well, oh, I see. No, I do see. Let's look instead at where 6 is in row 4. Because the 6 that is here is blue. So it can't have a 6 there. That can't be a 6. So that is a 6. Now, does that help? I don't know. But it is true. I think that's unfortunate, isn't it? That's not doing very much. Okay, where is 3 in magenta? It's not there, it's not there. So it's in one... Oh, that's beautiful. Oh no, that cannot be true. Look at this. 3 in magenta is in one of those two. I don't think I know which one. But they're both looking at that square. That can't be 3 anymore. You couldn't put 3 in magenta. That's got to be 4. Which means that is 6 and is blue. And that finishes off yellow. That's gorgeous. That's ridiculous to put that in at this point of the puzzle. Okay, so finally we've done our regions anyway. Which is quite exciting. For me. So this isn't 6 anymore. Now, how does that help us? I'm sure it will help somehow. 4. I mean, 4 is not in black here, so 4 is in one of those squares, not that one actually. So 4 is in one of these two squares, which means that's not a 4. 6, 2. Okay, don't know how to deal with that. What about... where should we look next? We need 5, 7, 8 and 9 into these squares. That doesn't look brilliant, does it? 9 has to be in one of those two positions in blue. Don't know what to do with that. These 3 cells are the same as those 3 in yellow. Again, it's not quite good enough. 3, 4, 8, 9. So these are from 4, 8, 9 in magenta, and that's not 4. And that one could be anything. Oh, where's 4? Where's 4 in magenta? It has to be here. So these are 3, 8, 9. Now, does this 4 do something? Let's double click 4. So we have got a few 4s actually. We have got a few 4s. We need to put a 4 in. We need to put a 4 in red. And we need to put a 4 in dark green. And unfortunately, I think the 4 in dark green could be in 3 places, which is so comical. Okay. What else did we say? We said this was an extra region, didn't we? Can we do anything with that? 1, 5, 7, 8, 9. Is there any issue with any number there? Don't know. 1, 3, 8, 9. This is 3, 8 or 9 in this column. This is 1, 8 or 9. Oh no, it's still no good. Okay, so there must be something else. There must be some law of leftovers trickery that we need to somehow exploit. Where do we find it? I'm not seeing it yet. I am trying to see it. I know it might not look like I am, but I really am. And I'm absolutely determined to finish the puzzle now. So even if I have to sit here for another 2 hours, where am I? I'm now at nearly 1:30. That's fine. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Okay. Come on, Simon. How do you finish the puzzle? 1. How do we do with ones? We did okay, but we didn't finish them. And I don't think we can finish them. Let's have a look at 3s again in case they give us some inspiration. So 3 in... Oh, see, it's nearly interesting to think about 3 in purple. It's only got 3 positions. And we know that one of these is a 3, but we've sort of used that for our 4. Four in red is only in one of 2 places. Can't be here because there's a 4 we've got pencil marked up there. Oh, bother. How do we finish this? 4, 7, 8, 9. 6s. Let's have another look at it. I think we looked at 6s. I feel like we have looked at 6s. Where have we not put a 6 where we ought to have been able to put one? 6 in dark green is restricted a bit. No, actually it's not brilliant. I do feel like there might be some mileage in 6s though. 6 in purple is either here or here. I mean, that's quite... They are quite far apart, aren't they? What about 6 in... where's 6 in column 1? It's not in those cells. And it's not here because of the 6 in there. So 6 in column 1 is in one of 2 places. And it's in red. Now, so where is 6? Oh, I was going to say where's 6 in column 2, and the problem is it could be there or there. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay. So where is 6 in row 5? Can't be here. Can it be there? It's in one of those 2, I think. That's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. I thought we were onto a winner there for a second or two, and then access denied. Sorry, no, I don't think we can do it. Where is... maybe I have got to pencil mark. I know that's completely anathema. Right, that square is 7, 8 or 9. That square is 3, 7, 8, 9. And that square is 3, 8 or 9. Now, can we do something with that? I mean, we've got so many... Okay, row 5, what do we need there? 5, 6, 8, 9. So that's 6, 8 or 9. I mean, this... That feels so restricted. No, I don't know that it is. What's that one then? 5, what do we say? 5, 6, 8, 9. So this is 5, 8, 9 into this position. And that's 5. Oh, how can that be 4? Why do I have a 4 there? That's not right. Okay, sorry. Look, I've got a 4 I can actually put into that position. That's good. Because now 4 seems to have to be there in red. Oh, so that's 4 in yellow. Wow. Okay, so 4s are now a bit better than they used to be. How many 4s have we got? We have got 7. We've got 2 more to put in. And they are going into row 3, where we must put it here, I think. And row 1, where we must put it here. Okay, so the 4s get finished. Oh well, that's well, we'll take the small wins, definitely. Right. Okay, so this row, that's a 7, 8 or a 9. Can we do anything better than that? Where is... So 7 actually, in dark green, is in one of 2 places. So that is not a 7. Now, how do we continue our merry way through this puzzle? Can we get anything done now with... No, I don't know. I still don't know. So we did quite well with 1s. We did very well with 2s. 3s, we've done terribly badly with 3s. But is there a way we can improve that? We know one of those is a 3. Oh, my voice is giving out now. No, I refuse. 5, 7, 8, 9 into this square. That's not helpful. And 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Maybe there's something to be done with 7s somehow. Nearly. Because we've got 2 7s in the grid. 7 in yellow? No. We've sort of got an X-swing of 7s in those 4 cells between rows 6 and 7, but I don't think it does anything. I know one of these 2 is a 7. I know one of these 3 is a 7. So that means this digit is not a 7. That is 5, 8 or 9. And that's useful for the following reason. I have not got a clue. That digit, which is 8 or 9, has to find a home in black, which means it's there or there. Unfortunately, I think both possibilities are possible. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm making a mess at the end of Tallcat's puzzle. Gosh, yeah, look at that. 2 hours 11. I was at 1:56 a while ago. And I was sort of saying, oh, if I had a fair wind, I'd finish it in 2 hours. Well, I've certainly not achieved that. That's awful. Okay, maybe I'm meant to play more games with A. Can we do better with that? So A has to be in one of those cells. And I don't think that's useful. A's in one of these cells. So A in orange. A in orange is in one of those cells. And A is 5, 7 or 8. And A in yellow is in one of those cells. And that's not useful. It's just not. Oh, bother. Okay. So, where's the easy win here? I don't know. I just don't know. 2s, 4s, 6s, 3s. Oh, I just know I'm going to end up with a really heavily pencil mark grid, and it's going to be so difficult to deconstruct from there. I don't want to do it that way. I really don't. Just spot something, Simon. Come on. Is it going to be... I just can't see it. This is actually the most infuriating time when you're solving, because I feel like I've done, quite a bit of the hard graft in solving the puzzle, and then I'm just messing up the solve as a result of imbecility, and it just makes me hate myself. 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're going to have to keep going. Okay, so this is 5, 7, 8, I think. This is within blue, is how I'm pencil marking that. So it sees 7 and 9 outside of blue. Okay, does that help us? I don't think so. So these squares, this is... Oh, hang on. Why have I got 7 in that square? No, okay, 5 or 8 into this square. That is a little bit more restricted than I'd realised. So that's 5, 7 or 8. Nearly. And that's 5, 7, 8 or 9. So 7 and 9 have to be there. That's not able to be 9 anymore. That's 5 or 8. And is that useful? I hear you, chorus. No, it's not. There's no... Oh, I've had a horrible thought. I've had a horrible thought. I've just realised it. Oh no! I know what I've done wrong. Oh my goodness. This has been 20 minutes. I've made this puzzle very, very hard for myself as a result of the fact... Oh, I'm almost going to have to ditch this video. I can't ditch the video. I might have to ditch this video because this is too imbecilic for words. I've just literally, I've wasted half, well, not half an hour of your time, but I've wasted quite a bit of your time by, and I know that's all the comments are going to be, is just, I know what they're going to be. Look, I know I have been the most incredibly stupid man in the world, and everyone is going to laugh at me, and they should laugh at me, but don't laugh at Tallcat, because Tallcat's puzzle it's a gorgeous puzzle, and I have ruined it, and I feel terrible about that. I feel terrible. The reason I feel terrible is that I can just look at these top left cells and fill them in. That's region 8. That was region 5, was it? I think the black was region 5. Let's double check. Region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4. Yeah, that's region 5. And if that's a 5, that's a 5. And I'm guessing the puzzle now becomes slightly easier. Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know what, I don't really know. I can't really say anything, can I, apart from sorry to Tallcat. And the other thing is, it just makes me feel like a complete doofus. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And although I get to look like a doofus every day on the channel, there are some doofus moments that are unforgivable, and this is one of those. Have I actually put them all in now to the top left corners? Probably haven't. 3, okay, so 3, 3, 8, 9 into these squares. 3, 8, 9. Can we do, and there must be any number of things that we're able to do now, I think. 1, 3, 5, 8. That 5 there takes care of the puzzle's actually becoming very, very achievable. I mean, maybe that's because I'd done so much of the hard. Well, I think I'd overcomplicated it in the most ludicrous way, frankly, by not filling in 2 or 3 absolute given digits. Okay, let's have a quick look at this extra region now. What do we need into that extra region? We do need a 1. We've not put 1 into it, and we've not put 7 into it, by the looks of things. Oh, so we could have just got that from this column. Yeah, that's weird, the way my brain looked at that and thought that was the way to think about those 2 cells. Now, okay, so we've got an 8 here, so we can take 8 out of all of these. Oh, well, look, these 3, 6, 9, they have to be there, so that can't be a 5 anymore. So 9 is definitely in this little coterie, so 9's definitely not in those squares. 5, 6, 8, 9 into that square. No, that's probably not how to do it. Oh well, okay. I'm not immediately just filling it in. Oh, though 8, that's 8, so maybe I am. 8, 9, 8 comes out of here. 5, 7 makes this an 8, makes that a 6 apparently. And if that's a 6, that is not a 6. So in the bottom row, that's a 6. 3, 9 here makes this a 7, 8 pair. What do we need in this row? 5 and 9 into this square. And 3, 5. That square's very easy. That's an 8. That's in red, so that's a 3. That's an 8. That's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 9. That's a 5. So that's a 9. This box has not had 5 in it yet, so that's 7. That's 5. That's 5. That's 3. That's 3. That's 9. That's 8. That's 9. That's something. 6 probably. That's, oh no, I was about to use that to get that. That's not how Sudoku works. This is a 7. That's a 1. So that's a 7 down there. We need 3 and 8 into those squares. So 3 can go here, 8 can go here. This box needs 6 and 8, so 6 and 8 go in. And this box needs 1, which must be here, and 5. And that, it looks like the Sudoku has worked. What a puzzle. I mean, what a puzzle. I have absolutely butchered the last half an hour of that. And there's no excuse other than, well, substandard mind. And, well, the first thing we have to do is to apologise to Tallcat for making the video much longer than it needed to be. And I'm sure infuriating some of you. I did not mean to. And I can only imagine your frustration. You can probably, well, it may be very hard to imagine mine, but I can tell you it's considerable, because one thing that we do try and do on the channel is to showcase these incredible constructions in the best light we're able to. Now, we're doing the solves live, so we do mess them up, but to mess that up so badly, and therefore, you know, not shine the best possible light on this puzzle is tantamount to vandalism. It really is. And I apologise, Tallcat. I'm so sorry. Your puzzle is brilliant. It's I mean, it's ridiculously clever. It's a ridiculously clever construction. I absolutely loved the fact that I could sort of chain the colours. And I felt like I had to. I don't know if there was a different way of doing it, but I sort of had to, you know, map what the possible colours were, and then I could see little restrictions emerging. But the selection of all the arrows was really, really brilliant. It's a brilliant puzzle. It just is a brilliant puzzle. And oh, have I solved it? No. Oh, no. Okay, that I think is going to be, oh look, I've got 2 2s in this region, so if I put 3 there, I think that will probably be better. There we go. So the puzzle had the last laugh against me as at the very end as well. Yeah, I'll go and hang my head in shame. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.